There's a serial killer on the loose in South London, and the police aren't doing very much about it. The victims are all pussycats.
It looked like that he'd been knifed straight from the top of his head through to the bottom.
That must have come as a horrible shock to the family.
It was horrible because at first I was actually on the land trying to find him, and Mum was at my grandparents' house, and when she came home I assumed that he might have been run over, and if that happened, you can live with that and accept it, but the way the brutality of it is horrible. The worry is that they could start at cats, but it could be humans next or other horrible crimes.
This is a rather gloomy wood at the back of Shirley, which is a town, not a person, where the demonic cat killer struck, and where the body of Amber, a pussycat, was found in the woods near here.
Yep,
just down there.
Just down here.
Are you sure it wasn't a fox?
Yes, her wounds were clean. Also, foxes tend not to attack cats.
Yeah,
because cats
tends to
have
be the
got
other way
claws.
round.
Yes,
Yeah.
it tends to be the other way around.
Yeah.
Or
a dog.
Unlikely, the wounds were too clean. Also, part of her tail was placed back with her body.
Right, dogs wouldn't do that, I don't think.
I don't think so. At least we've got dogs with knives
Very
and forks.
fastidious dog.
Yeah.
This isn't alone. We now have a cat serial killer.
It
looks
appears
like.
so. We appear to have a cat serial killer that's been operating in the area since 2008. We've got clusters of cases in Addiscombe from 2 years ago, a year ago, and a couple of weeks ago. Alongside those clusters of injuries and deaths, we have missing cats as well, a very high instance of missing cats. We've got about 21 confirmed cases in the past 2 years, but there are a lot more that are unconfirmed that we haven't spoken to the owners yet, so we're getting a lot of third-hand information.
You're actually now taking on the police's work for them, and you've actually profiled the individual. What conclusions have you come to?
In looking at similar crimes and speaking to a psychologist profiler, we are probably looking for somebody who's white, between the ages of 20 and 40, probably a loner and either living on their own or still living with their family, but at sort of the advanced age. Now, given that we've got very similar crimes happening in 2008 in the area, I suspect he's nearer the 40 than the 20 range.
This is one of the odder and rather ghoulish elements to this story, which is that very often the cats are found with no blood at all.
In fact, all of them have been found with no blood apart from one, which was in Moorland Road, and it was one of the cats that was sexually interfered with. It was found lying on a plastic bag for life. There was blood inside the bag. Its tail had been chopped off, its belly was slit, and there was a stick laid on top of it. And unfortunately, the vets ruled it out as a car accident, which was a bit bizarre.
Could it not have been a car accident?
Unlikely, and this is the one thing I can't mention about the cases that indicate it isn't a car accident. Right.
Why can't you mention them?
Because I don't want copycats, and I want to make sure that
so to speak.
So to speak, yes,
Yeah.
Pardon the pun.
I suppose you would advise people not to butcher cats.
Absolutely, no. Please don't butcher cats.
Please don't
because
butcher
we will
cats.
find you.
You will?
Yeah,
you think you will find this person?
Yes.
It might provoke cat owners to keep their cats away from other people's gardens, mightn't it?
It might. It might indeed.
Wouldn't that be
for you, yes.
sort of silver lining to this horrid cloud?
It is a horrid cloud, and I mean, we joke about it, but the level of fear in the neighbourhood is very high.
Hope no more cats are killed. I don't think I've ever said that phrase before, but I hope no more cats
Gets killed. Thank you.